हाय गाइस, स्वागत है आपका एक और इंटरेस्टिंग सी वीडियो में। आज मैं आया हूँ चेरिश होंडा प्रशांत विहार में टू रिव्यू द ऑल न्यू 2022 Honda WRV. So if I talk about the key of this car, you get a lock and an unlock button, and there is no button to open the boot of this car, and this key is the OG Honda key that they are giving in all of their cars, and then again in the top model, not in the base or the mid variant. So if I talk about the front profile of this car, you get the massive grille over here along with the big Honda logo and a chrome treatment. Honestly, Honda knows where to put that chrome in their car, and this does make their car look a bit ching-blingy, a little bit quirky and a little bit sporty. So if I talk about the front again, so this car honestly look like the Honda CRV, and this does have that aggressive look when you're driving this car on the road. So if I talk about the headlight unit of this car, you get a silver treatment over here along with the projector lamp that gets a LED inside it, and you do get an indicator over here and the OG L-shaped DRL which all the car manufacturers are giving in their car these days. You also get a LED fog lamp over here to give you the considerable amount of light when you are driving this car in the night, and you also get a piano silver finishing treatment in the bumper itself. It does look like ये front splitter है, but trust me guys, ये front splitter नहीं है. Front splitter एक अलग से part लगता है to make your car a little bit more sportier. If I talk about the side profile of this car now, you get a 195/60 R16 tire, that is a Goodyear rubber again, along with the silver and a piano black looking alloy wheel that does look a bit aggressive and does give you a solid feel and does look great when the tires are spinning. And you also get a disc brake in the front, but in the back there are only drum brakes. So if I talk about the side view mirror of this car, you get an indicator over here, and ये अंदर से ही बंद हो जाते हैं, अंदर से ही खुल जाते हैं, and automatically adjustable है all in all. And you do not get a indicator over here because top model है तो वहीं पे ही देंगे. So you also get a chrome treatment in the door handle along with the keyless entry over here, and there is also a key fob to put the key inside. So if battery गाड़ी ख़त्म हो गई, this will come handy. And you also get a roof rail that are finished in again silver, and this is a पियानो सिल्वर लुकिंग फिनिशिंग. सो अगर गाड़ी में थोड़ा सा स्क्रैच लग जाता है, अगर यहाँ पे स्क्रैच लगता है लेट्स से, तो थोड़ा सा दिखेगा, बट अगेन ये स्पोर्टी लुक के लिए है, and this is not at all a functional one. So if I talk about the rear profile of this car now, you get a C-shaped LED tail light along with the LED braking light, and also the reverse light is also a LED one. This does look like a halogen one, but नहीं, ये LED है. And you also get a halogen indicator over here. अगर यार ये भी LED आ जाए ना तो बात ही बन जाए. But if I come down now, you get 4 parking sensors over here along with the reflector beneath, and you get a rear diffuser treatment over here, but ये diffuser नहीं है. You also get a camera over here, so जब आप गाड़ी पीछे कर रहे हैं तो आपको दिक्कत नहीं होनी चाहिए. And the placement is also very much decent. You get a rear defogger in the mirror along with the wiper, which does make the job done when you are driving this car in the slush or maybe in the bad weather conditions. You get a brake light along with a spoiler treatment, but this is not at all a spoiler. अगर आपको spoiler लगवाएं तो अलग से लगेगा. And you also get a shark fin antenna over the top. So when I open the boot of this car now, so ये boot button से open होता है first thing, and you do get a partial tray over here to hide out your stuff, and the boot capacity is 363 liters, which is quite decent. You also get a light over here, so अगर आप कुछ रात को सामान निकालना चाह रहे हैं and it is black outside, so कोई इशू नहीं होगा, लाइट से थोड़ा बहुत काम हो ही सकता है. दिस इज़ नॉट सो इफेक्टिव, बट या इट विल जस्ट गेट द job done. So if I talk about the space saver tire of this car, you again get a Goodyear rubber for the space saver, and the tire size is also 195/60 R16, that is same as the regular tires, but it is not the alloy wheel and it is just the rim. So you also get the kit, you know, to change your टायर. भगवान करे कभी ऐसा दिन ना आए, बट अगर आ गया तो करना ही पड़ेगा, क्या कर सकते हैं. So if I talk about the rear seat comfort of this car now, so when I open the door of this car, this is almost 90 degree, but not the Tata Altro's 90 degree to be precise. So you get a fabric over here, but there is no leather wrapped or a fabric for this armrest. You get a storage unit to maybe store your phone or maybe few coins, that's it. You get a power window button over here, along with the door handle finished in satin silver, which again look pretty much decent, but बच्चा कोई पीछे बैठेगा scratch मार देगा, this will, you know, look a bit messy. You can just store your bottle over here and that's it. आप यहाँ पे और कुछ नहीं store कर सकते हैं. And you also get a speaker over here. So when I get settled inside the car now, so if I talk about the headrest of this car, the headroom is pretty much decent enough. And talking about the headrest now, आपको कोई भी headrest नहीं मिलता है किसी भी साइड पे, which is quite depressing when you are paying like 15 lakh rupees for this car. So if I talk about the under thigh support of this car now, the under thigh support is pretty much decent and the leg room is also decent, and you do get a scooped out seats along with the storage unit to, you know, store your magazine or maybe your wallet or maybe some kind of documents. You do not get a AC vent or a power charging sockets over the back. And if I talk about the center hump of this car, the hump is not so big, so 3 people sitting in this car should not be a problem. So if I talk about the reading lights now, when I switch it on, this is again the halogen yellow one, which I really don't love. You also get a grab handlebar over here, again कोई Michael Schumacher आगे बैठा हुआ है, so this will really come handy. You do get a decent sunroof over here. एक बच्चा तो निकल ही जाएगा या एडल्ट भी निकल सकता है, बट मेरे जैसा हेल्थी बंदा आई डाउट अगर निकल पाए. बट ऑल इन ऑल आई डू नॉट फील क्लॉस्ट्रोफोबिक सिटिंग इनसाइड द कार एंड आई एम फीलिंग प्रीटी मच कंफर्टेबल. बट या अंडर थाई सपोर्ट थोड़ा सा लैगी है एंड देयर इज अगेन नो हेडरेस्ट, सो दैट विल बी अ प्रॉब्लम. सो इफ़ यू आर गोइंग ऑन अ लॉन्ग ड्राइव, पीछे वाले बंदे की गर्दन थोड़ी सी ख़राब हो सकती है, सो यू माइट नीड टू सी अ कायरोपैथ. बट ऑल इन ऑल द कार looks pretty much airy and the windshield is pretty much wide enough from behind too. Now coming to the most awaited part of this video, that is the driver's side. So when I open the door of this car now, again the door opens pretty much wide enough. You do get 4 power windows button over here. You get a lock and an unlock button, and the driver's side window is an auto up and an auto down, which is pretty much interesting. You can adjust the side view mirror from here, and you also get a satin silver finishing over the handle and a fabric over here, but the fabric is missing over here in the armrest. You do get a satin silver finishing again door handle over here, which is again quite interesting. You can just store a half-liter bottle and that's it, and you can also store your wallet or maybe some kind of documents over here. You do get a speaker over here, which is again quite interesting. So if I talk about the seat of this car, you get the manual function and not the electronic one. So manually आप अपनी height adjust कर सकते हैं, seat आगे पीछे कर सकते हैं, and that's it. So when I get settled inside the car now, so I am feeling pretty much hugged to the car. You get a start and stop button over here, finished in the crystal finishing, which I really love. You do get a cup holder over here, which is again quite interesting because car manufacturers आजकल नहीं दे रहे हैं. So if I talk about the AC vents of this car, you get a silver finishing over the top, and यहाँ पे vents में आपको कुछ नहीं मिलता है, आप इसकी हवा एडजस्ट कर सकते हैं, and that's it. So when I start this car now, you get the retro looking speedometer over here along with the digital screen over here, which will tell you कि गाड़ी कितनी एवरेज दे रही है एंड फ्यूल कितना एम्प्टी है, योर ट्रिप ए, ट्रिप बी, टाइम, एंड यू ऑल्सो गेट अ cruise control over here along with the Honda logo and a horn over here. So You also get a touchscreen infotainment system over here, and you can function the same using these button. You can increase and lower the volume, you can change the track, you can change the mode of the infotainment system. अगर आपको रेडियो सुनना है तो you can press this button, या आपको एप्पल कारप्ले ऑटो सुनना है या यूएसबी चलानी है, ब्लूटूथ चलाना है, so this button will come handy. You can pick a call, cut a call, and there is also voice assist in this car. So if I talk about the infotainment system now, so the infotainment system is pretty much smooth enough, I say, and this does look a bit dated. इससे भी अच्छे आ गए हैं, and you get a buttons over here to go back, to increase the volume, to go to the main menu for the voice assist, maybe switch off this infotainment system. But the most interesting thing that I love in this car or any Honda car is their climate control system. This is all touchscreen, which I really love, and to be honest, this is pretty much responsive, and this will get the job done for this car. So you can also switch on and off the hazard light from here, and you get a silver finishing on the center AC vents. So you can store your phone over here. You get two cup holders, you get the wire or the charging socket over here for your phones, but ये Android Auto और Apple CarPlay का काम करते हैं. So you just need to put the wire in, connect your phone, and आपका Android Auto या Apple CarPlay चल जाएगा. You get a 12-volt power charging socket over here, which is quite amazing, but the seat type is again missing. वो होता तो अच्छा लगता. And you get a short shifted gearbox over here, which I really love. ये आपको OG Honda कार में मिलता था, जो अगर हम बात करते हैं Honda Integra या Honda Civic Type R की, जो वो 90s में आई थी गाड़ियाँ, so आपको ये उन गाड़ियों में मिलता था. And short shifting gearbox is pretty much handy when you are flickering around, when you are in the traffic, or maybe you just need to put a gear down and you need to push the accelerator off. You get a handbrake over here, and you also get a armrest, but yeah, ये नाम का armrest है, बहुत छोटा है. And when I put my hand over here, this is quite short, and इस पे मेरा हाथ रखने मेरा दुख ही रहा था, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. आई एम नॉट एट ऑल फीलिंग कंफर्टेबल व्हेन माय हैंड इज सेटल इन दिस आर्मरेस्ट. एंड ये बहुत छोटा भी है, एंड इट इज़ स्कूप्ड आउट, विच अगेन आई जस्ट डोंट लव, एंड आई रियली डू नॉट गेट द पॉइंट. ऐसे जब मत ही लगाते, बट लगा दिए तो चलो यार, अच्छी बात है, इतना ही बुरा नहीं है. सो यू डू नॉट गेट द ऑटो डिमिंग. इट इज़ अ मैनुअल one for the rear view mirror. You can open the sunroof using this button, and you can switch on the door light. So अगर मैं डोर ओपन करता हूँ, so यहाँ से लाइट जल जाती है, and when I close the door, ये धीरे धीरे ऑफ भी हो जाती है. बट दिस वन लुक सिमिलर टू द बटन फॉर द सनरूफ. सो यू कैन स्विच ऑन एंड ऑफ द रीडिंग लाइट फ्रॉम हेयर. बट अगेन ये हेलोजन यूनिट है, तो मेरे को इतना मज़ा नहीं आया. बट यू डू गेट अ मिरर फॉर द ड्राइवर साइड ऑल्सो. तो कोई लड़की गाड़ी चला रही होगी तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा. एंड पैसेंजर साइड में तो ऑब्वियसली मिलता ही मिलता है. You also get a silver finishing on the dashboard and over the climate control system also, which I really love. When I open the dashboard, the storage is pretty much decent enough, and you can store quite enough books, or maybe even a 1 liter bottle, not one, 750 ml आप स्टोर आराम से कर सकते हैं. सो व्हेन आई एम सेटल इनसाइड द कार, अगेन जो उसकी विंडशील्ड है वो बहुत ही बड़ी है, बट जो A and B पिलर है, दीज आर द ब्लाइंड स्पॉट फॉर दिस कार, सिंस दिस इज़ प्रीटी मच वाइड इनफ. सो अगर आप कार ड्राइव करें, सो दिस कैन बी अ बिग ब्लाइंड स्पॉट. So if I talk about the engine or the heart of this car, and basically the Honda V-Tec motor, which I love in the Honda City, but honestly I do not love this motor in the WRV or in the Honda Mate. So This is a 1199cc engine that produces 88.5 bhp and 110 newton meters of torque at 4800 rpm, which is quite amazing. But आपको थोड़ा वेट करना पड़ेगा to get the initial kick. 4800 rpm is pretty much a bit laggy engine. So this car produces the mileage of 16.5 kmpl, which company claims, and this did get a rating of 4 star out of 5. So अब इस गाड़ी की हेडलाइट्स भी ऑन है, सो यू कैन सी ये गाड़ी कितनी ही एग्रेसिव लगती है फ्रॉम द फ्रंट साइड, एंड द headlight does look a bit aggressive. So if I talk about the fuel capacity of this car gets a 40-liter fuel tank, which is again a bit decent enough. So now coming to the final verdict of this car, so whether I would like to go for this car, yes, for the brand name and for the reliability. But if I talk about the features and comfort and a bit looks also, I would rather go for other models and not for this one. So अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई हो, आप प्लीज़ मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिएगा. अगर कोई भी कमेंट या फीडबैक हो तो आप कमेंट बॉक्स में ज़रूर डालिएगा. मैं फिर से आऊँगा एक और इंटरेस्टिंग सी वीडियो लेके. टिल देन, पीस.